Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that some reason. So we moved to a new apartment, and they don't put lighting in the ceilings anymore. It's like against the law. Like you can't do that. So you have to just bring your own light. So we don't have. You just have like dimmers. So now it looks like I might get murdered during this, and that would make
Okay.
sense. But
I
Oh man.
I understand. I see your struggle. I'm wondering if you couldn't just take the computer or device you're using now and turn
oh, here you go.
around and
Here
face the lamp.
Yeah.
Wow.
you go.
Face
Here you
the
go.
In your
Face
face.
the lamp.
Wow.
it's backlit because your back's to it.
This is how
Oh, so go like going like that.
that's
Yeah,
actually a lot
100%.
better. That's a
Yeah.
I
lot
gotta make
better.
some. I gotta make some changes. I'm gonna make an adjustment here, just right. You guys go do whatever you're gonna do.
You know what's funny, Josh?
I'm just here.
Racism was that simple to kind of fix.
Yeah.
Yeah,
White
right.
people
You just
changed
turn
their
to the
chair
left.
around. That's all it did. But it just took 400 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you just all treated black people like you were related to one,
Yeah.
we'd be here, you know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't take the NBA to make it a reality, you know?
NBA is a wonderful place, though. I think we started recording a minute ago. So you know what? I'm gonna do a quick introduction. Start the show off right in the Christian way. Hey everybody, it's the Comedy Cellar live at the table. We sitting here talking about racism. I don't know how the windows is looking on your end, but on my end, below me, we got a nice neo-Nazi racist, Gary Vider. Gary Vider, the man I've known for almost 10 years now, is one of the probably most marvelous human beings ever made. He has interesting things going on in his life. I mean, you might see him on Search with the Stars, Battle. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck the name up. It's Search with the Stars. No, because I was watching Star Search for no, Battle with the Stars. Fuck.
America's Got Talent.
Wait. America's Got. I forgot that shit. Star Search. Dude, I was on Star Search in the 1980s, man.
Yeah, I was like,
1980s,
he's been doing some wonderful work. Him and
On the
Sinbad.
Dick Cavett show.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. We got Mr. Raanan Hershberg in this motherfucker. He's right here on my supposed left. How you doing? He passed the cellar right before COVID. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I didn't even get on stage. I've just been doing these.
This is amazing.
No,
What an amazing. It's like Forrest Gump when like he finally got Jenny, but she was all riddled with AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Did they have
Yeah.
sex once they were together? Oh, she had AIDS. So they
Yeah,
had-
AIDS riddled with it. Yeah, from all those coke years in the 70s.
But they had
Oh, yeah.
sex before that once, I think, because they had the kid, right? Or
They had
did
to
he?
figure out how to make this story not end sad.
So it was AIDS. I always thought it was cancer, but if it was AIDS, then the
No.
kid
No,
has
it was
AIDS.
AIDS.
too.
But how did he not get AIDS from having
No.
sex with her?
Because you don't necessarily for sure get AIDS every time
If you're
you have sex
mentally
with someone with
handicapped?
AIDS.
Yeah.
No,
You already
that-
have a thing, you don't get.
That would be
What?
amazing. That would be nature
Yeah.
working in your favor. Is if nature was like, "Hey, you already,
Enough. It's like,
Yeah. You're
so
good.
we not gonna touch you right now." But if you had been regular, you'd have AIDS right now.
yeah. I don't know.
No, he would have. No, absolutely. He would have. Him and Jenny would have had 15 babies with AIDS. How
How did not retarded or have AIDS?
Right.
He didn't either.
probably. You know what really fucked up if they did end that movie Forrest Gump with Forrest Gump getting AIDS. I mean, how dark would that movie have been?
I
mean,
have to
it
win
is-
2 Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Thank you for thinking outside the box. And to finish out the circle, we got ourselves Mr. Josh Johnson here, Comedy Central, Daily Show. Just a beautiful
Black Klansman.
black motherfucker Klansman. Coming here to bless us with his presence. How you doing there, Josh?
Doing well, doing my absolute best,
You
and
still doing jujitsu?
as much as one can do alone. Yes, I am. I've definitely been doing like my wall drills where you put your feet up on the wall side to
Oh,
side,
wow.
do those spins against the wall stuff, try to learn to sprawl out. But overall, no, I've only gotten worse since this whole thing has started. I think if you rolled up on me and put me in a chokehold, I would actually pass out so quick you would wonder what happened. Like I didn't even start choking yet, and then he's
Yeah.
If you enter a situation where you're getting choked, I blame that on your career choices because you're too good in life right now to be in any situation where you should be getting choked. That's some poor comic shit.
Wait, I got a question. How long have you been doing? Was it jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I started in, I guess the end of 2018, maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Did something make you want to do it? Did you get beat up?
No, I've been beat up my whole life. I think it was just mostly the puzzle solving that you're doing with your body in real time. It's a lot like rock climbing. Like one of the things that's most attractive about rock climbing is that you're solving the problem as you go. So it's like I was never really good at math, but I have a love for logic. So then learning how to apply that thing in a way that has nothing to do with numbers has always been dope for me. And I feel like jiu-jitsu is also a gentle enough martial art where I'm not hurting anyone and no one's hurting me. Like we can go as hard as we can for every round of like rolling. Whereas if I were taking a Muay Thai class, it's like somebody clips me, somebody like, you know what I mean? Like accidents happen. So accidents can still happen in jiu-jitsu, but it's a lot more controlled if you're rolling with like a cool person who knows what they're doing.
Me and Gary only know Krav Maga. That's our.
Yeah, exactly.
You
lost me at math. You lost me at
only.
math, by the way. I forgot.
Krav Maga is the I was gonna say ninjutsu.
Yeah. It's big. Krav Maga.
God damn it! It's a new age.
Krav Maga is the Jewish martial arts.
No, Seaton, you've heard of it, right?
I know. I'm fucking with you. Ninjutsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Krav Maga.
That's like. Yeah, that's like some crazy shit. But they add that in. That's all. I feel like they add that into jiu-jitsu, right?
I was gonna call it ninjutsu, but that just sounds weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I watch a lot of anime.
Kung Ju.
Phrases.
Yeah.
Kung Ju.
Raanan and I are both ninjas. And that's how
Renan's just pushing them in there.
Yeah.
Renan will not be the guy.
I know, it just keeps going.
Because even if he said one that we're like, hey, look, we're not really trying to get canceled right now or anything, he just keeps inserting them in. Like you think he's moved on, and then he's like, no.
I can make fun of Jews.
Yeah, no, 100%.
He's about to side with Nick Cannon right now and make us all get toxic.
Oh man. So
what did he say? I didn't hear it.
Is it like that's the problem?
Yeah. A lot of people didn't. This is what's crazy. The sad thing about the state of affairs we're in now is that you can have an unpopular podcast with an unknowable guest and still ruin your entire career.
Yeah.
Like
no one's doing better.
It was like, yeah, it's like it would be different if Nick Cannon had gone on the Joe Rogan Experience and said what he said. But he said, like, he's been Nick Cannon since Nickelodeon days. Yeah. So you would think that if this podcast was ever going to get popular, it would be popular. And so he's just basically talking in a vacuum. I'm not like making excuses for him, but I will say I can see where he thought that this couldn't possibly go bad.
I'll take it further, Josh. I'll take him. He's actually been trying to be blacker for like the last 10 years post Mariah. Have you noticed that after he broke up Mariah, he started rapping his hair. He started talking in the streets on his cell phone. And at first I just thought he lost his mind. But then I just think, oh yeah, he's really trying to get black people to like him so bad because he got famous doing all that, like, you know, that sketch show on Nickelodeon. And that wasn't his fault. Like that was during,
he's been rich for a while.
Yeah.
I mean his whole life.
And he compared himself to Martin Lawrence. He started when Martin was famous. Like, you can't be that funny. You always gonna be the whitest dude in the room if Martin.
Why would he? Like, I don't know what he said, but like clearly, if you make fun of Jews, it's gonna.
Oh no, it wasn't fun.
Entertainment industry.
He wasn't making fun of.
Isn't he like quoting like Louis Farrakhan?
Clearly, being anti-Semitic right now is just like not a good move, and he's not exactly like trying to be a controversial figure. So is it possible that he's too dumb to realize he was being anti-Semitic?
No, this was pretty.
Yeah, he was more on the anti-Semitic side, but like the guy from the Eagles, I believe didn't know what he was saying. I don't think he's coming from a point of like Deshaun Jackson. I don't think Deshaun Jackson was coming from
what the fuck did John say? Because I didn't feel like Googling it. Tell me what you
said. It was something along the line. I mean, I don't know. It was a bunch of stuff, but I mean, maybe I have thick skin, but I don't think it was anything that bad. But it was.
I never think it's that bad. That's why I can't click no more.
It was from like Louis Farrakhan. He was basically quoting him, or he was quoting something from Hitler. something like that. But either way, yeah. Either way, yeah.
Louis Farrakhan's doing a lot of shit behind my back.
All he knew was Hitler was like a vegetarian, and he was talking about that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Well, I do think some people like Judaism is like anti-Semitism is like the glue that keeps conspiracy theories together. Like any conspiracy theory, if it has any holes, you just plug them with Jews, and it explains it all. But I think some people don't realize when they're telling conspiracy theories that it has an anti-Semitic origin a lot. I think sometimes they just,
Yeah. Here's my thing. And this is why I've always had such a staunch, like I grew up in the South and everything, so I've heard lots and lots of stuff. Right?
Of Jews.
But like, dude, the thing that I can never get down with about anti-Semitism, besides it just being horrible, is that the logic is never there. Specifically the way that like they put Jewish people into conspiracy theories doesn't actually make any sense.
Never does.
Like, it would be like saying like, I don't like Asians because they have all the math. It's like,
right.
What do you mean? You know what I mean? And so there are things with like anti-Semitism that fit into conspiracy theories exactly to what you're saying that people either don't know is rooted in like some 1500s level, like they're the bankers thing that I think that people adopt, and they adopt it because there's some weird like road they went down, but then where they are present day is like because the thing with Nick Cannon talking to Professor Griff that is like such a shame and like so hard to swallow if that's going to be how he goes down is that like Professor Griff got kicked out of like Public Enemy. Like he's been talking like this off the jump. Right?
Yeah, he was accused of anti-Semitism
in like the 90s.
In the 90s, yeah.
And that's
in the 90s when
like,
nobody cared. It was totally cool. I mean, people were like, still, what the fuck's going on with this guy?
Yeah.
By the way, this is so great to have during this time having two black people on, and what we're talking about is anti-Semitism.
Yeah, exactly.
Our turn now. We got our Black Lives Matter now.
But
so now
I apologize. I'm sorry for all we've done.
Yeah, thanks for tossing it over to us. But I'll say this though, like Nick Cannon, as far as I know, that's the only bad thing people think that he has said, and for his entire career, that's impressive. If you're saying like if you're just going to this one thing that people are pulling up, and it's like, well, he's had a perfect career of not saying anything. I mean, you go back to anyone's past, they're gonna have some stuff that they've said that isn't great. But for him, for that, as long as it's only one thing, it seems.
For a second, I thought you were going to say that's the only bad thing he's ever done, and I was like, I don't know what word.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
He is bad at so many. He's like the opposite of a Renaissance man. He's bad at everything.
I love how they're keeping him on the Masked Singer still. They're like, yeah, we need his talent for that. Well, yeah. So they can find anybody to do the Masked Singer.
Oh,
yeah, they kept it. They kept him. Yeah, they didn't fire him yet.
He apologized.
Fox, but Fox is like, come on. I mean, if Fox's organization is firing people for,
I love it when you apologize. When somebody apologizes and they still get canceled, it's like, well, what was the point of why'd you guys made me apologize and now you're still canceling?
Fox is not going to cancel nobody. Like Fox, like NBC, like, all right, fuck you. Viacom, I don't want to talk shit about Viacom. Somebody on our panel gets checks from them, so I'm not gonna talk too much shit. But Fox, that's a good channel. Fox, I think you can get away with a lot of shit because if Fox starts firing people over one word, they got a lot of motherfuckers to fire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
In Nick Cannon's defense, it was a different time 2 days ago when he did that interview and said all those things. So
what's crazy? Yeah. Like, I don't know if I'm fully right about this, but I'm pretty sure I am. That's how little people listen to that podcast. That wasn't from 2 days ago. It was from like 2019 at some point.
Jeez. A year ago. Well, then things have changed.
So, but no, I just made like, this is like one of those things where it's like,
because
even if you have a podcast that nobody is listening to, why would you have Professor Griff on? Like,
that's the thing is, so many people have too much time on their hand. They're going back to old Nick Cannon podcasts. So like I was on started with 2018. Now I'm all the way to 2019. I got to make the series.
Isn't it so funny that like the industry is dead and still people are getting canceled?
Yeah, it's like I'm not even working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like
the only thing that survived. It's just the canceling part.
It's like the line from Friday. How do you get fired on your day off? It's like these guys, nobody's even working.
That's like a lot of comedians right now.
Let's change topics real quick, Gary. Let's talk about the kid, yo. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's wild.
When was it?
Crazy.
Okay, well,
he has boy.
When was
a boy? He was born June 3rd. So he's 6 weeks old, and it's crazy.
Birthday.
That's what?
That's my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn it. No, no, I'm excited. Funny. He looks like you too. No, he
baby.
Yeah, he's he's a good baby. It's interesting though. Like we can't introduce him to anybody really. I mean, I talked to other people who have had babies, and they haven't introduced their baby to anybody. I've introduced my baby to a few people, like family and stuff, but it's definitely nerve-wracking, and a lot of people just don't want to introduce their babies to anybody because of the virus. So it's kind of so everything so it's like, not that he would be like out socializing in general, but you would have people like come over to like meet him and stuff, but now people are, it's now just more of a secluded thing. And it's like I've been in quarantine for a long time, just even though I'll go out and stuff and like walk around my neighborhood, but you feel like pretty much like secluded.
It's like you got a secret baby with your side chick.
I know, yeah, dude.
So nobody.
If only it was that easy, man.
I think from my experience meeting babies, I don't think anyone's probably too disappointed about it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Introduction. I think a lot of people got off the hook, honestly.
Yeah, people actually just told me there's a virus. There's not even one. They just don't want to meet my kid.
Actually, also on the side of your kid, though, anyone you introduce him to now, he is not going to remember. So you got a lot of leeway before.
Yeah, it's like everybody met you. Yeah, just lie to him. I could lie to him for another like 4 years.
What's his name? Is it Jewy?
No, it's Irish. Sully.
Oh, why is it Irish? Is your wife Irish?
We just didn't want anybody to think he's Jewish. Her grandfather, his middle name was Sullivan. So we also like the name. Mainly we pretty much like the name.
Oh no, that's Sully. No, that's Sully. Yeah, the pilot.
Sully, yeah. Yeah, Sully. Yeah. His last name wasn't Sullivan though, it was something else. I don't remember.
Oh wait, okay. So Josh has to leave in 9 minutes, so we're gonna give Josh a segment, and then we're gonna jump back on the baby, and then we're gonna find out. And we're gonna find out Raanan is in a special location. That's a call to secret, everybody. Nobody knows what's going on in this podcast. It's Saturday time here at the Comedy Cellar. Has anybody, side note before we go further, anybody gone to see the restaurant while they've been on the street talking shit?
No, I haven't even gotten on the subway yet.
Haven't even got on the subway yet. Are you afraid to catch your baby? Is that your position?
No, I mean, basically it was just because there was no reason to like go, but yeah. So I mean, I think I would if I had like a spot or something, but I mean, maybe just to go to get food. I don't know, not right now.
I hear you. Yeah, fuck living life. Okay, cool. Have you gone outside, Josh?
Yeah, I've been outside a handful of times, and none of them have gone well. I really don't know if I am completely welcome in this post-corona world. I went to the park and I got a bee stuck in my hair, and there's no quicker way to look schizophrenic than having a threat like right next to your ear that you can hear but no one else can see. So I am screaming, help me, and I am swinging around and I'm just scaring people.
With the mask on.
With the mask on. Yeah. But like people probably thought I saw a ghost or something. I don't know what could be going through the mind of a different person.
Did it get stuck? It got stuck in there?
It got stuck, yeah.
So
No one helped me. I had to basically go home, and the entire time I was like, it's gonna sting my head. It's gonna sting my head. And then I think that it basically died in my hair because then I picked it out and it fell into the tub. Yeah.
You took a bee hole for the afternoon.
I mean, the only thing I've choked out since I've started doing jujitsu is a bee with my hair.
I feel like a fro is a good protection from a bee.
Who would have thought? But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Really, yeah. It's like it just goes in there, has nowhere to go, can't get to the head.
Yeah, I'd be fucked.
Did your woman help you out at all? Or are you not with your woman no more?
No, I am. She just wasn't there.
She wasn't there.
Yeah.
In the corona and the virus where she's meant to be home. I'm just causing trauma now.
Yeah. Where were you? He gets home. He's like, "Where were you?
Where were you?
I needed you. Nobody.
Where were you when I specifically said I was going to go on a walk by myself?"
Yeah.
That's right. We want some fucking drama here. It's COVID. We want some fights. Anybody have some fights, relationship fights you want to throw out there real quick? Personal, deep,
right? Yeah. Something bothering you.
I've never seen somebody so excited. Anybody breaking up? Anybody going through it?
It's true though. I mean, I feel like things are going either one way or just the complete opposite way in a relationship right now during this time, because people find that, it's like you could deal with it and you could become even closer, or this thing is just gonna tear you apart of just being so close, or like the neediness of both parties. So it's like there's so much involved, but it's like it's one or the other. There's no in the middle. Like if you're gonna determine now if you're gonna be together.
Gary, one of the reasons I didn't congratulate your baby is because I realized we're friends, but I was very behind on your timeline. I thought you were divorced.
Yeah. I put that out there. We had problems too, and I haven't corrected a lot of people on that. So it's like I never got around to telling them what's going on the show now.
Wait, what?
That on blast on broadcast.
Wait, are you serious?
Well, at one time we were split. This is like 2 years ago, and I told a whole bunch of people that, and then we got back together maybe like a month or two later.
I really just thought you hadn't updated your stand-up, because I thought you were divorced this whole time, but you're still talking about marriage.
Yeah.
Like, 2 fucking years. Come on.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, when I am divorced, I'm just gonna, just say that I'm married still. So that's, that goes along with my brand of not coming up with new material. But
there's that year-long lag with stand-up and breakups.
Oh yeah, or just being like, I'll just say that I have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and last year, that fucking hurt me. All of 2018 was just like, oh fuck. Oh no, wait, 20.
Well, that does mess up your stand-up. So we were like, all right, we're getting divorced. I was like, fuck, I have all these marriage jokes that I haven't said anywhere, and then I'm like, and you can't think of divorce jokes fast enough because your heart's breaking, and you're like, I can't even do this.
I mean,
and then,
sorry.
No, go. Yeah, we got.
Oh no, just curious. The best thing that could happen is like as your relationship status changes, that's when your special comes up. So then, so then you're like, let me just go ahead and retire all these things that no longer apply.
Oh yeah, that'd be beautiful. Yeah, sometimes it's if timing works out, that's the best case. But yeah, during my thing, it was rough.
Yeah.
The best case scenario is a divorce that's like kind of amicable. Like Louis had that divorce, and then he was kind of talking about it pretty quickly, But if you have a divorce where you're not heartbroken, then I feel like you can write about it pretty quickly. But if you have a divorce where you're heartbroken, you have to go through that, real human shit.
Or like I'm gonna get divorced, and then my wife's like, "What new material do you have?" And I'm already doing it. I'm already doing the divorce stuff before I tell her.
Do you know many people that get divorced and aren't heartbroken? And I'm not asking that facetiously. I know those people exist. I just want to know if you know one of them.
Yeah,
that are heartbroken.
Right. Not heartbroken.
Well, here's the thing.
Shit happens.
My friend who cheated and then got divorced and is with the new woman, I guess he's not really heartbroken.
You're guessing. That's a guess right there. Nah, I mean I don't know if he's heartbroken, but I think just because
that's a tough one. Yeah,
don't mean you don't love her. That's just you need extra pussy on the side. That ain't a.
No, he said he didn't love her.
There you go. Never mind.
I mean, I guess if you're like a sociopath, which a lot of comedians are, so
Wait, are you equating cheating with sociopath? I like where this conversation's going.
No.
Like not caring about a big divorce.
Yeah, not caring about a whole marriage. I feel like is more
a little sociopathic.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Sociopathic. Yeah, that's crazy. I was in a 5-year relationship and I was like not married, but I fucked shit. That shit was hard to get the fuck over. I was like, oh
yeah,
fucking emotion, motherfucker.
It's a lot of time where you're like, damn, like we're not gonna, and then things you're like, damn, we're not gonna do this. Like we never went ice skating. I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, we never went ice skating. I was like, then she's gonna fucking be skating around with somebody else.
Yeah.
Never went ice skating?
Right into their dick.
Yeah.
You were having hypothetical
ice skating, doing fucking figure eights on that dick.
Yeah.
It is. It's almost like a fortune cookie. You know that joke about fortune cookies where you end the sentence in bed and everything? I feel like that's how all your thoughts work after a breakup. It's just like they're gonna go to the park and they're gonna pick flowers on his dick.
Yeah, it just keeps on
It
going.
won't even make sense anymore. It's just like
it's a nice memory that turns into a porno after 2 minutes.
Right.
Everything in a Hallmark commercial and then a porno.
I mean, they say that it takes half. If it was a good relationship and stuff, they say it takes half the time you were with the person to like get over it.
But I still think a good comedian would have written divorce jokes by now. Gary, you're a disappointment.
Yeah.
Quit blaming your depression on your. Quit blaming having emotions on your.
Don't blame your baby on your divorce. That didn't happen.
Well, guys, I got to peace out. It was so good to see you guys. You have a great rest of the night.
Hey, Josh, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I'll catch you in a bit.
Take care, man.
All right, thanks for all that B story. I'm glad we got 7 good minutes out of it.
I'll see you.
We're moving. Now there's a big reveal. We got another special guest coming out at one point, but
I don't think he's gonna show.
You don't think he's gonna show?
No.
We need another black person.
No, I'm just trying to. I want to.
What'd you say we're not?
We need another black person.
Do we?
That's what America has been saying a lot lately. And I'm really happy for that sentiment. It's been good right now. Number 9. Tell the people where you're at right now.
I'm in I'm in Alaska, Byron Allen.
That's right. That's good. That's hilarious.
I'm in Alaska, which is my sister lives here, and I'm helping with her kids.
What town?
Fairbanks.
Nice. Is that east or west?
It's in the middle, on the kind of lower middle.
Lower middle, motherfucker. Is there mountains and shit?
In Alaska?
Is there mountains and shit? There's mountains in Alaska.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah, Denali, Mount Denali. We went around it. Yeah, it's one of the biggest.
July 17th. It's about to get cold in what, a week or two?
No, it's beautiful. The summer's perfect here.
With summer, it's gonna end though hard. Like I was there October once, like October maybe.
October is where it begins, like the winter.
October 27th. It was already down in like the 20s, and I was like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah, but all the way. I mean, I'm gonna come back to New York in like mid-August, but now it's like paradise. It's like 65 degrees. It's amazing. Yeah,
65.
And I just
summer.
Yeah,
well,
that's
wearing masks.
No. Well, some people are, but not really. We've had 16 people die here from COVID.
Oh.
Which is kind of cute, compared to New York. It's just like 16 over the last, 3 months. But the numbers are going up.
In Alaska.
Yeah. It's mostly
where are they able to cough on each other?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the perfect place for it. But I was just in Phoenix for 3 months.
No. Don't move around. Let's go back to this Alaska COVID breakout, and then we'll get to Phoenix. Okay. Where are they hanging out to cough on each other?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, I guess we still have like grocery stores here and indoor bars and shit.
Yeah, that's not a reason. Are they not wearing masks at all? Is that what's going on?
Alaskans go to bars.
Don't like to be told what to do. You know what I mean?
Okay, so they don't have masks. All right, I just need to see. I did a pattern. Thank you. All right, we went to Phoenix. Why would we go to Phoenix, Raanan?
Well, I was in Phoenix before for 3 months.
Okay.
So I left New York right when it skyrocketed, and then I went to Phoenix and left right when it started skyrocketing. And now I'm in Alaska. So I think I'm patient zeroing.
And in Alaska, it's going up.
It's going up. Yeah. I'm like,
I'm
like,
exactly.
don't
You're telling us where it's going.
Yeah.
I think you are. I think federally speaking, I think you might want to stop talking, buddy.
Yeah, you're the outbreak monkey.
I'm the outbreak monkey. Yeah. Feels
good. He's like,
for real. Get one. I got one.
It's like I started in Wuhan, then I moved over to Europe.
Come to think of it, I was at Wuhan for like a week. Is that weird?
Yeah.
I had a friend near Wuhan. That shit was weird. I was like, yo, don't even talk to me, nigga. I don't want to catch the disease off the phone.
He was near Wuhan.
Yeah.
He was near like 100 miles. But to me, if you're 100 miles,
that's pretty
Wuhan
close
compared to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 miles from me is like fucking Baltimore from New York. That's not even Baltimore. It's Philly. It's closer to Philly.
Yeah.
Remember when we felt bad for other countries and now we wish we were in any of them?
Yeah.
That was a fun switch.
Numbers don't look good, but for comedians, it feels like it's the same to me. It feels like, well, we ain't gonna start ever. For some weird reason, this is the one time I wish the conservatives took up the arts, because if the conservatives took up the arts, they'd be like, fuck it, theaters stayed open, and then we'd just be on there. We'd be ignorant and racist. But
I know. I haven't done like any shows. I mean, besides Zoom. I did
a Zoom show. I did a drive-in show.
How was that? The drive-in? People in their cars?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the situation. Like I know Gaffigan's doing drive-in, like big, drive-in parking lots, but you're not gonna be able to hear laughter.
Well, then what's
they're in a car? Exactly. You're telling jokes yourself. It's like doing, when you do a Zoom show and they're all muted.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not hearing the laughter. You're not getting any feedback.
I had like, how you have like your bomb story you tell on stage sometime? Like my go-to bomb story was about performing on a pickup truck to people in bleachers, like really far away, and you couldn't hear laughing.
That's it.
It was like my worst gig, and now that's like the only gig. That's
those are like the best ones.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That was really your worst gig? You've had a real cushy gig, nigga. Your career has been nice. What a fucking great career. I'm jealous now. Fuck you.
I mean, when the audience is too far away to hear laughter, that's pretty bad.
That's your worst problem? I can't hear their enjoyment.
I guess you're right. No one would be able to.
This hooker's vagina doesn't get wet enough for me.
But here's the thing. They were on bleachers watching a football game. He was just telling jokes on the back of a truck.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
actually, the whole point of the whole thing is I actually did at one point, because I couldn't hear them laugh, I just got them to raise their hands if they liked a joke, right? And that's also what they're doing now. They're doing like they put their headlights on like a joke.
Yeah, they do their windshield wipers. I'm like,
that's pointless. Yeah, but they're doing some like cool outdoor shows that I haven't asked to be on in like New York now, like Stand Up New York and shit.
Yeah, Che put on a show. I got on one of them, and it was nice.
It looks amazing.
It was.
Yeah, those look good.
It was like, oh, this feels good. It was a nice area, and I was like, I hope we do some outdoor shows. I hope we take advantage of that over the next couple months. Yeah,
it only lasts. I mean, it's by maybe October, and you'll have some days that it won't work. But up until October, we could probably do outdoor shows.
Yeah. But it does feel like it's not going to last.
It's still socially distant, and you still need the space. So it's like where Che's doing, it's great. It's like huge, big parking lot.
Do you hear the laughs? Like, does it feel good, the laughs, or they don't scatter in the breeze or whatever?
I mean, it's laughter's enough. I mean, there's a certain amount of confidence when you go outside of your comfort zone anyway. You just got to have. That's just
you got to know. Yeah, I mean, you're going to know that it's not going to sound as great as it would if it was indoors and the walls were closed in. But at the same time, it's like, I see like what, at that parking lot, doing an outdoor show, it's definitely tough, but I mean, you could hear the laughter, I'm sure.
Can you crush that?
Absolutely. But you know what, Raanan? I can't wait till you actually get back in the Cellar, man. The Cellar breaks you in the way of like.
Oh, I've done it, by the way. That was a joke, by the way.
You know what?
I have been on that stage, by the way.
I know, but I'm saying this is different. It's not the being on stage part. I'm talking about like there's a year in. When you're about a year in, there's like a thing that happens where it's like an anxiety bubble that's hard to explain, but you kind of got to live it. And once you pop that anxiety bubble, it's
no, I did it.
All shows in the world really don't matter. So
I think I'm gonna have it.
It was a nightmare.
What happened?
I was at the Cellar for maybe a month or two, and I was having terrible anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, dude. Well, for one, I'll tell you one thing about the anxiety. When I would go on,
go ahead.
When I would go on at the VU, it would be like sometimes I'd be like, oh my god, there's you got the band here, but it wouldn't be like right away. Like the first few times I did the VU, I'm like, oh, that's fine. But then after a while, you're like, well, I'm here. I don't want to screw up. I don't want it to,
Exactly.
And then if a joke doesn't, go great or as well as I wanted, and then you see like the band's there, I'm like, they have to take that with me. I feel like, I just made it weird. And then you're really just in your head. I
had trouble peeing. Like the anxiety fucked my pee up. I thought I had like a UTI or something. I went to like the doctor and shit. Like, I had terrible anxiety. But then
there you go. It's beautiful.
The Cellar affected The Cellar affected his dick.
That is real shit. That's the thing. If you act like it ain't real, that's when it happens. That's when your dick starts getting fucked up. You're like, I'm gonna fucking white knuckle this shit. No, you gotta fucking address that shit. It's great.
I mean, yeah, it's tough, because the Cellar. I mean, there's a lot of great shows, but there are still shows that are late at night, and you feel like you have to do really well on every show. And there's some and I always think I'm bombing. So like I'm always just it's just like constantly feeling like shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, man, you're in a circle.
It's also great. Yeah,
feeling. I know we feel it.
Now, when the Cellar returns, do I start from that month? Do I only have 11 more months of that, or do I have to go back to square one of the anxiety?
It depends how many followers you have. Read your followers, and that's what your career is at all times. I have no idea.
But the Cellar was great. When the pandemic hit, I was like walking to the Cellar. They had like some last, a couple of gigs, but it was like the last couple of days where you knew it was going to end. And I remember walking there going, "This is so awesome. I wish I could have appreciated it more instead of going to the doctor thinking I had a UTI."
Maybe the will comes back. I mean, yeah, it's a weird place, but it's a weird get that anxiety shit is really awesome because it's like once you pop that bubble, every other gig I found wasn't as anxious as that place because it was like, oh, it's like nothing because it was like nothing is compared to every day being stressed out thinking.
I started feeling that a little, just like you're so anxious there that I started to be
looser other places.
More on other shows.
Yeah, like America's Got Talent. I'm sure you were fucking loose as fuck, right? You were like, this is bullshit.
Hopefully I said Star Search. You really thought you were.
Yeah, how was Star Search, man? That shit sounds harder.
I was on The Dating Game, 1980.
What the fuck? Yeah, man, you got this white nationalist look really is working.
Yeah.
My last spot was at the Cellar.
Yeah.
And, we had to switch off microphones, different microphones, each one had an individual microphone. And I remember I was doing the set, it was going well, and I had my last joke, and I'm like, this is gonna be my last joke for a long time. I was like, let me get this last one to do really, let me just fucking crush it. And I got to my last joke, and right as I did the punchline, the cord fell out of the microphone because I didn't well enough. So that was my last, it got a laugh, but not like, I was like, all right, that's where I'm ending.
Yeah. I agree.
That's your new closer too?
Yeah, what was your last show?
I was in Michigan, and they started doing where you could only have a certain amount of people in the room. I think it was 50 people. Uh-huh. And it was all spread out in Mark Ridley's comedy club. Uh-huh. All spread out. It was 2 people at one table, then a giant gap, and then 3 people at another table.
That room's kind of tough anyway.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's a big room. So, with 50 people there, it was just spread out. And on that last show, everybody's thinking about the virus. It was so much in New York, not yet much in Michigan, but the news out of New York was just so brutal that it was affecting everyone's head, and people were not showing up that would have showed up to the show, and it would have been a nice crowd, but it was very light, and it was just on people's mind, and it was it went fine, but it was just when you have that thing that's on people's minds, it's and it's on your mind, it's just the show's a wash.
I agree.
It's not enjoyable.
I was doing the last day, March 15th, the last Cellar show. I was doing that Cellar show taping and shit, and I was sparring earlier that day, right? And the guy I was fighting punched me in the nose. And so I was sniffly all that day. And so the last day, when everybody's fucking scared about this fucking virus, I'm fucking introducing people going, anyways, next guy on stage.
Yeah.
It was very stressful. I was sneezing a lot too. I was like, no, I was fighting. It's nothing to do with the disease. And that,
Yeah.
And now I haven't done I'll do an outdoor show, but some of my friends are getting gig, should I do this comedy club in Oklahoma or whatever? And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea, but B, everyone at the show is going to be a fucking asshole because they're people who basically don't believe the virus is real. Yeah. Or think they should. I mean, maybe they're not an asshole because the government is allowing it, but I don't know. It's hard to justify an indoor club right now,
Yeah, I can't argue in being inside right now. I just had other than the draft house in Virginia. I had a gig next weekend that I moved around because I was like, yeah, I can't be responsible for somebody else getting sick because I know inside seems to be the key.
You don't want to pull a DLU. You want to fall over.
Also, too, I might get sick doing 4 shows with a bunch of people. I'm like.
So wait, DL Hughley was where? He was at Zany's?
Yeah.
Oh.
That shit looked fine too. That ceiling looked low as a motherfucker. Low ceilings are usually good in comedy, but when it comes to this,
everything we do is the worst thing for this pandemic. We're just basically asking people to huddle in a room and essentially just cough on each other for like an hour.
Yeah, listen to us spray spit.
But that's the good thing about New York, at least in New York, when like the Cellar opens and other club opens, you know that they're opening on good information because New York is not fucking retarded. You know what I mean? Like that's why New York feels a little safer, just because you don't have like a governor who's completely disconnected from reality.
What about the fact that Russia claims they got the first corona working virus vaccine? How y'all feel about that?
Good thing Trump is in with him, huh?
Good thing, right?
Yeah.
You got a president who cares about our relations, huh, guys? Huh?
I mean, I seriously doubt Russia's following the correct vaccine guidelines.
Right.
Me neither, guys. But I'm hoping for a fun election. You know, I hate when everything's one-sided. I like when there's a good series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the
Get the fuck out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together. It's awesome, man. Comedy Central's own Kevin Iso. Thank you for coming out, Kevin.
It's quite the entrance,
man. Yeah, I gave it to you too. We talked about your baby. Stop being weird.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a baby now, man. I'm sorry.
I hear you, man. You got a lot of
congratulations, bro.
Thanks, Kevin.
I want to hear about that shit.
Hold on, my dad's calling me. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, cool. That's fucked up. He looks. Oh man, that's
Now I just want to watch him talk to his dad on.
Yeah.
Make sure his dad's okay.
Yeah, I don't have a good relationship with my dad. I'm like, how did you talk to your dad?
Anyone know how to read lips?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is that how black people talk to their father? They just don't say anything. They just let the father talk.
You try to get at all the jokes before it's an even play.
To be honest, I didn't even know you guys talked to your dads. So I'm learning a lot about black culture right now.
You say in the safety of your little white nationalist home.
Yeah.
I knew that haircut was gonna fit. I was like, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. Fitting the face.
I got a new book. It's Mein Kampf. It's a good book if you guys want to read it.
Does it make sense for you?
It is just nice that just for a very small moment right now, the issue is the black person being anti-Semitic.
It's wild. Yeah.
Nice moment. Nice.
Yeah. It's called. Well, no, I don't want to say anything that'll put me in trouble. Even though, I'm not gonna say that.
Isn't it funny? We're still worried, even though there's nothing. There's nothing left.
We're still worried about what?
Like getting canceled, but I guess people are getting canceled.
People are getting. You might have nothing to lose, but so what? The thing is with these things is now they're like researching shit you said 15 years ago. And now they're like, whatever new job you got now, fuck your new job. Whatever new dreams you got, fuck them. Like,
did you see the? It made me so mad, that woman, that really funny writer who writes for The Good Place, Megan Amran. Someone tried to like Twitter shame her for some old jokes of hers.
Oh,
and like,
sorry, we don't follow her sphere.
And they just dug, it was a comic. They just dug up like old tweets, which were all hilarious, by the way. Like they were kind of racial, but like one was like, but they're all like pretty funny. And but like something about making fun of Asians, but they're all like not even that bad compared to jokes.
I would agree with you, Raanan, but you laughed at Gary Vider's racist joke, so I can't really judge. I can't trust your opinion on racist jokes.
I will say this.
I'm trying it out.
I don't know about other people.
Try them out.
Yeah, you got to try them out somewhere. All right, got to try them in front. Is that racist? I got to ask you, Seaton. Is that racist?
I will say this though. Like the Nick, I didn't hear what he said, but like I guess I'm the victim in the Nick Cannon thing, like the group who should be offended, and I don't really care at all because I don't give a shit about Nick Cannon. I think it's like
about Nick. Wait, Raanan, what you about to? I'm sorry. What were you about to say?
I just think I think it's douchey if you're like offended by an idiot being like, I don't know. Me personally, I think like if I was like a Jew, was like I'm hurt by that. I'm like, shut up. Who cares? It's an idiot.
Okay, fuck yeah. Strong. I like that. Like a strong opinion. I can't make that opinion because then I'd be canceled. So thank you for saying something. So your opinion basically is shut up Jews. Gotcha. I hear you. Kevin, you want to agree with Raanan there?
I don't like how you're trying to set me up. It seems like a catch.
I was calling you. I want to make sure you know. Want them to know your position.
It seems like a catch-22, nigga. I'm not saying anything. I support the Biden.
I just think like
he wants uproar.
I just think like, you know how certain groups are offended when a comic makes a joke about that group?
Yes.
And they're offended. And I can't say anything to that offense. But when it comes to me and someone talking about Jews who wasn't even joking, I'm like, I'm not hurt. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have good Jewish pride.
Well,
but
what did Nick Cannon say?
What?
He said something about Jews. I'm Jewish, but I don't even know what he said. But here's the thing. Yeah, look it up. I don't think Jews are upset about it. I just think that people just want to be upset about a thing, and that group of people who always gets upset about things is mad about this and want to cause harm to Nick Cannon's, career.
I will say that it's ironic, though. I don't know what he said, but it is ironic that he said some. I'm assuming it's something about Jews running the media, like the stereotype.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
He said something about them being like the Rothschilds and stuff like that.
It's
like
pretty ironic,
like money. Yeah.
Okay, but it's pretty ironic that he would say that, and then they would cancel his show.
Well, it happened with Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was like, the Jews run Hollywood, and he was like immediately canned.
Yeah, like exactly.
You're not helping the point.
Yeah.
That's one of those. Well, that's why I can't yes and anything you're saying, Raanan, but you're making good points. I love them.
Yeah. The Jews are like, we brought you in, Mel Gibson, we'll take you out. Just like that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What the whole Jews run Hollywood thing? I don't understand what the controversy is. Jews went to LA and helped build up the movie industry, and a lot of them still run it. They don't run the whole thing. I guess it's anti-Semitic to think one person runs or one group runs anything, but they obviously play a big part in it. But so that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but they run 85.9%. I'm joking.
I just think like yeah, I mean, I'm sure what he said was shitty, but like, I guess I just don't care about Nick Cannon on any level.
Also, if Jews ran Hollywood, you think like I would at least have somewhat of a better career, or is this the best I can do as a Jew?
That's on you. That's all you.
I thought because I'm Jewish, they would like give me a boost, but
no,
that national white nationalist rhetoric, right?
Dude,
there.
I can't.
Problem with Jews.
I'm confused.
The problem is
you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Are you joking? I don't know, because I have a very Jewy name and a very Jewy vibe. But
Raanan Hershberg, you're Jewish?
Yeah.
Making a good point.
I feel like Jews were like I'm not going to say this, but anyway.
No, please go on your Jew rant. I have been waiting to hear a good Jew rant.
Yeah.
Since Nick Cannon got canceled, I don't know where I get the Jew rants from.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's okay for like Nick Cannon to like apologize and learn from it, because I do feel like a lot of people, I do think there's a lot of anti-Semitism, but I think like you can still learn from it. And like, I also think sometimes people just don't know. They just spout conspiracy theories, which are a big problem, and they don't realize that conspiracy theories a lot of times have an anti-Semitic origin. You know what I mean? Rothschild is like an anti-Semitic origin, and it means like the Jews who control things. But I don't know. If Nick Cannon knew he was being anti-Semitic, wouldn't he not say that since he cares about being successful?
Yeah, since he's gotten $60 million from them, ideally, you would think.
I know. And he like
Yeah.
He hate white people that much when you go like, well, outside of $6 million, man, fuck them. Like
that should have been his apology. He should have been like, sorry, you should never bite the hands that feed you. I'm really sorry.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying maybe you can hate the people you get money from. That's fine. I'm just curious. You're right. Good point.
I thought he was talking about white people.
No, he was saying.
Yeah, white people were in there. He says because he was mentioning white people in the Savages thing. They're really mad about the Savages line.
Yeah, he was saying black people have more compassion because they have of their melatonin.
Yeah.
Right. So how did Jewish people get involved?
I think the Rothschilds. I think that's.
What
I think
It's possible he doesn't really know what he's saying too.
I agree with that too.
But I knew where he was saying it from. That's to me was more of the problem. It was
that's a good way to put it. Yeah,
I think that was more like everybody's mad of where, like, because that was like a Hotep black nationalist supremacist shit, and he just was repeating it. So that's what bothered more people than the words. In my opinion, I don't know, maybe. And also Viacom, you know, some motherfuckers who like to do shit like that. It's also a Viacom move. I ain't gonna lie, to fire you over some shit.
But it's also it's like the least offensive thing he's ever done. Everything he does is such shit. Like at this point, it's like he should be canceled just for his lack of talent.
Well, at least talented in something. He's made money. I ain't
gonna know. Talented at being really successful at not being talented while not being talented.
As an artist who I think is incredibly talented, that's me. I understand the difference between an artist and a businessman. I'm like, these businessmen are fucking good at that shit. I'm starting to appreciate it as opposed to hating. Is what I'm saying.
The broker I get more, I appreciate it too.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. Nick Cannon. I'm sorry, Kevin. You were say something?
Nah, I don't think I'm touching this.
No, I want you to touch something in this shit. I want you to say something that can be recorded and put in a loop.
I think I fucked up even being on camera, really. I think I don't want them to pull this up. I don't want them to pull this up in 5 years.
Because I think Kevin was telling me something similar earlier.
They pull this shit up in 5 years. This is a fucking friend. He been like this. I'm like, no. Raanan, let him know. I went to your birth. Yeah. I can't even name the thing. That's mitzvah.
Raanan's getting his Confederate flag right now. Watch. he's like, listen, guys, Alaska, real thoughts. And if we can get rid of these Jews in one concise method. Oh, hey.
Nephew popped in.
Oh, bring your nephew to this Jew.
What'd you think about Nick Cannon?
Yeah. What's your name, man?
This is Oski.
Don't speak for him. What's your name, bro?
Tell me your name.
You're free now.
My name is Oski.
Oski. How old are you?
My name, I'm 3.
3?
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Wow, you're a good talker for 3. All right, I'm gonna stop asking so many questions.
Good job. Just seeing how good your crowd work is for children.
I'm good at this. I like me. Hey, Ashwi. Okay, let's do something else. Favorite toy. What's your favorite toy?
What's your favorite toy?
You're right. Okay, too much. Okay, you know, you're right.
Crowd work with kids is hard.
Yeah, well, you actually kind of interfered, but that's fine. I'm not going to blame you. I'm not going to blame security. Let's see. We got 3 more minutes of the show. Is that what's going on, producer?
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. Well, we got 3 more minutes. That means everybody in the show is going to get a minute left to tell me some shit from their heart. Gary, you can take your time on this. First minute. You were saying something about how whites are undervalued.
Yeah, this is what's gonna get me. Yeah, listen, we don't get appreciated enough. I think we've had it hard. Just all the ridicule we faced actually over this I honestly feel like the last 2-3 years, white people have had it bad, just with people saying that we're bad. And that's hurtful.
Thank you.
I don't think.
I like how he's telling his real feelings and then
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This fucking
White
dark
people
room.
feel really
like when they're like diversity in a job place, it's like that makes it harder for me to get a job. So, you know,
Oh,
I don't think that's good diversity. I think it
Jewish
should be
doesn't
like,
help anymore, right?
it doesn't help. And
Oh.
being white is actually harder than anything right
Wow. Okay. Shit. That was a good minute.
now.
Solid minute.
I hope Jews become more persecuted so I can start getting more work, you know?
And I had a baby to raise with those values. Right? So that's what
double down on that.
Yeah, 2020.
2020. So program that baby. All right. Kevin, hey man. All right. You know what? Just speak from your heart. Whatever Nick Cannon you feel would say, go ahead.
I was watching Naruto before this, and I'm probably gonna go back to watching that.
Were you watching? You said
Narcos.
Watching Naruto.
Which first one is
Mexico.
Shippuden.
What episode? What we in? They leave the village.
292 from season 6.
Oh shit! So he already got the old sensei chick to go take over Hokage chick.
Oh yeah.
You already got
Wait,
that.
what is this? I thought you said Narcos.
Beautiful. You said what?
Naruto.
What show?
Naruto. It's an anime.
Oh.
It'd be so funny if somehow Kevin got canceled by this. He's the only one to get canceled from this podcast. Somehow.
Naruto.
If
called
hasn't said anything.
Naruto, right?
It's all Naruto. You got time.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody in this room and fucking watch it. It's only 1,000 episodes. I'm telling you, once you get to the ending, it's emotionally satisfying.
Yo, they dig deep to cancel people. That shit be crazy. Like they really be looking like, I want to murder this motherfucker. I'm finna go through everything he done ever did.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, that really went back to 2011.
That's why canceling like on Twitter is so lame, because it's usually like you're indulging someone who is just like a crazy person who just literally went through someone's entire tweet. Like, why would you indulge that person? That person.
Well, it's easy. It's easier on Twitter because you can just type in a buzzword and you can find them on the shit. But when they find them on podcasts, that's what really trips me out, because it's like you got to watch the whole podcast. You can't just sit there. You got to watch it all and every podcast that they did. And then they go back in and they're like, oh, he said.
You know what I've been doing recently? It's kind of fun. I've been sharing, like finding old tweets of my friends and sharing them and saying they should be canceled. And then like most people know I'm joking, but a couple people like have taken it seriously.
It'd be crazy if you started getting canceled like in real life, like if you was at a hospital or some shit and they was like, yeah, sorry, we can't operate. You said training in 2002.
Let's look at your old tweets. I did the buzzword search for my tweets. Have you all done that? I typed in retard, scanned it through. Very little. But I only really had one. I typed in rape. I had one rape joke that might not hold up. But other than that, it's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
Hey, why are you so quiet, bro? I don't like this, man.
I'm like, ooh, that's a vulnerable shit. Now listen, I mean, I've been paranoid of Twitter since 2001. I've been afraid of the social internet. So I don't think I've ever said anything crazy. Only thing I said was there was about 2 years where I was talking about drinking every day, and nobody said anything, and nobody reached out to actually help me. So I'm like, fuck you, internet. You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't there for me in 2010 to 2012, fuck you. You ain't gonna fucking bring me down now. You know what I mean? Fuck you. So that's my
break. See it?
Yeah. They saw it was out there. There were people telling me they were thinking about reaching out to me, but they just didn't. So I was like, well, fuck you.
Did they at least like the tweets? Or retweet?
No! I would get like average 20 likes a day. And not even
retweeting your cries for help. That's
not even. Thank you, Raanan. Thank you for seeing my point.
I started Twitter late, fortunately, so I don't really have as much. Like, I feel like 4 years before I started Twitter, if you like looked at my old Facebook, I feel like it'd just be the most inappropriate jokes ever.
Well, you gotta have those, but it's just one of those buzzword things. And wait it out. And also, too, man, you got to make enough friends in the industry and they'll just vouch for you. That's what I find. Kevin Hart has found there's 2 different ways to approach controversy. Kevin Hart or Trump or Kanye. You either overload them with a bunch of bullshit, or you make enough friends at the top that everybody just vouches for you. Who the fuck wants to bring Kevin Hart down? Nobody. Kevin Hart is a fucking golden man on this planet. He makes everybody happy. And there's some other people who fell, and you can't say the same thing about them. And I'm going to leave it at that.
I got to get out.
I got to get out of here too. Producer, we done?
We're done.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.